My kitchen pantry is pretty small, and the wire rack shelving in it didn't make the best use of space. I wanted to build a solution to make better use of the space, and I wanted it to be adaptable if my needs change. French cleats seemed like the best solution. I took some inspiration from a French cleat pantry series Frank Howarth made. I'll link that up in the corner. These shelves were designed in Fusion 360 to be cut on a CNC. They're split into 3 shelves, so only 1/3 of the shelves needs to be moved to accommodate larger or smaller items. I cut out 6 completed sets of them. These shelves went together just using some glue and brad nails. I did make some jigs to speed up the assembly process. It's not like they would assemble themselves anyway. All the shelves were finished with a wipe-on polyurethane. While I cut the profile of the cleats out on the CNC, I still had to cut them on a 45 to make them useful. While I go ahead and install them, I'll let Frank explain his trick for lining them up.
I made 2 pieces of plywood that are the same height, and I could use those between the baseboard and the first cleat. Then for the rest of the cleats, I could use a different piece of plywood for a different height so that each cleat would be parallel. So the first one I'd put up held with the 2 scrap pieces of plywood, and I could get that all set. And once I had that set, I could just start doing all of the cleats. And really all I had to do is make sure that ends were in the same place.
I wanted to install some low voltage lighting in the pantry, so I installed this normally closed switch, which allowed them to turn on and off automatically with the door being open and closed. Well, it's been a little bit of an interesting, fun, kind of challenging project. I learned that the back of my pantry is not flat, which made installing the cleats and getting all the shelves in there a bit of a challenge. I also learned that the top of my cabinet here is narrower at the top and in the back than it is in the front or bottom, which made things a little bit interesting. I actually had to go back and shave about 3/16 of an inch off the outside edge of my outer shelves. Overall though, it worked out well. Things are a little bit more organized in here than they used to be, and I have a lot more flexibility. I also did a little bit of lighting work. I have 2 LED strips on either side here. So we close it, lights go off.
Quick, make a run for it. Wait, he's coming back.
open it and the lights are on. There might be a little bit more work to do here. At some point, I'd like to laser cut some boxes to replace the bins and to organize this a little bit better. But I think we're in a good spot for now.